Hello and welcome into today's video. Yes, this is a much different angle than usual. We're going to do two unboxings, look at the dust and the dirt on this storage unit. Fresh, my friends, right out of a storage unit in the heart of Cleveland, Ohio. So we'll get into both of these boxes. This one might have to wait until the next video, but we're definitely diving into this one. Age on this one's about 1870. On this one, about 1850, 1860 tin. So we'll go inside the light box and we'll go camera down. Thanks so much for joining in. Let's get into both of these. All right, let's do it. All right, so here we go. Welcome in. I got all zoomed in on this one. Let's take a wet rag, and get this cleaned off because the layers of dust and the layers of dirt from being stored away and forgotten about for how many years? Oh boy, look how dirty. You know, that's the one thing I've always said about my job in the estate sale business and in the resale business. I've never been afraid of dust or dirt, and that's further proof of it right there. All right, so storage unit fresh on both of these. Let me grab my charger and plug my phone in because it apparently needs a little bit more juice. There we go. So welcome into all of the new subscribers, and I did really get in on this, so we'll push this in, and I'm really zoomed in. Let's take a quick peek and see what kind of parts and components or projects that were stashed away years ago. These little Limoges enamel discs were used on vintage compacts back in the day. Late 30s into the 1940s. I would say on this bag full, some are done on sterling silver and some are done on copper. This is Czechoslovakian glass that is some sort of intaglio glass with like that floral bouquet. Definitely Czechoslovakian clear glass, like clear crystal. And then these Limoges enamel plaques are very beautifully done. That's glass enamel. Look at the rose one. Can you imagine that redone as like a brooch or a pendant? I love these parts and component boxes. Look at that French couple. Look at the detail of those high-topped boots, or just incredible detail on the coat and the dress of that French couple. Again, enameled. Looks like sterling silver on that one, or at least silver plated. Lots of florals with these. Look at the rose one. Holy cow. So you might ask yourself, what did this box cost me? Well, I bought both of them together. I prefer not to comment in this video. I might make a comment in the next video, but I did buy this from a dealer that bought a storage unit, and they kind of said, hey, can we, keep business between ourselves? And I will always honor someone that I buy from. Look at all of those. Those are easy, $10 to $20 a piece. Very easy. And for today's craftspeople, they go crazy for stuff like that. And again, welcome in. I hope you enjoy these unboxings because I do have some more planned in the near future. I think what I'll do is I'll get through this box today, and then I think what I'll do is I'll skip a day. I'll air this on Saturday, and then I will come back on Monday with a continuation of the large box underneath because I don't want to rush. I will tell you, I'm very tired out right now. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning. I drove all the way down to Columbus with Jeremy. We went to the Don Scott Antique Show. We set up, we shopped, we bought, and we sold, and we have a full day there tomorrow as well. So, at any rate, I am exhausted, and I can promise you that right now. I'm staring at the clock like, why am I doing an unboxing right now? Because I want to be here with all of you, because I missed you yesterday. This is some sort of bone or ivory, very early construction on this, and I believe that could be a state seal. I'm not exactly sure what state seal that is, but that is likely a state seal with the sun, the star, shield shape, definitely carved into, I believe that's ivory or bone. It might be bovine bone. I don't see, yeah, the graining on that, the lines, I don't see cross-hatching for ivory, so that is likely bone, more than likely. Yes, I would think so, because I'm looking for the cross-hatching of ivory, and I just simply don't see it. But look at that genius mechanism. Broken, of course, so can only be harvested for parts. There really would not be a good way to restore this. So, you know, we'll see what I can come up with. You know, I'm an industrious problem solver from time to time. Wooden jewelry, parts and components off of Depression wooden jewelry. This is just a tangled wreck. Looks like some sort of silver or 800 silver, that foxtail chain. Some people say Byzantine or wheat. I've always known it as foxtail. That's what, you know, old school dealers would call it. I'm still going to call it that, A, because I want to, and B, because that's what it is. And then this is some sort of, is this one sterling or nickel? Let's take a look at that. Nickel, silver. Yep, didn't look sterling to me. You can tell by the color of the metal. And people say, how do you know so fast? Well, you know, I've been doing it for over 30 years. And it doesn't matter about, you know, how long you've been doing something. As long as you're paying attention, this is really tangled up. So we'll get this all sorted. That one might be steel. Let's see what this one is. Looks gold filled. So we'll have to go through this. I like that faux branch. And then these embossed wooden leaves from the 30s. Those pins are becoming more collectible. This is definitely Victorian with the mother of pearl drops. Unfortunately, broken clasp here. There's a nice swivel. That's for a watch chain. Could be 800 silver on that one. Still works very well. Pocket watch collectors love these because that's what they were mainly used for. So yeah, we've got a big jumble. Oh, look at that. Someone else would throw that away. Wow. Passementerie trim. This is French. And that's passementerie trim used on the inside of purses, vintage and antique purses. It's like that ribbon work, floral, and then the passementerie metallic thread that binds that together. Boy, if I had straight yardage of that, I'd be in the driver's seat. But that's wonderful to have that little piece of passementerie trim. Great for an early restoration on, you know, a doll hat or a doll dress, or lining of a purse on the top of a purse frame on the inside where the silk is. Boy, oh boy, is that beautiful. Hopefully there's more of that in there. I really like that. Let's get back into this jumble and see what we've got going on. And again, thank you for the interest in these come sort with me videos. I never thought there would be interest in it because people love my, they love my more directional videos on gemstones or the history of a given time period or my good, better, and best, you know, Native American silver, Mexican silver, costume jewelry, high end, what you can make money on in this business. And since I've been a reseller now on eBay since I think I started in eBay in, my current one I started in 2001, and I had been on there for 4 years before that. So like way back in the day, when eBay first started. So long ago, I was telling someone the other day, we didn't even have the luxury of gallery images. We just had a title. There were no gallery images. Can you imagine eBay with no little gallery image, you know? But back in the day, we didn't have that luxury. We just had a title. This is a beautiful rosary. I hope that's complete. So we're going to fish that out of there. And yeah, I'm just so excited about this box, to be honest with you. I'm going to pull all this out because I'm not going to waste my time on that for right now. It's just too jumbled for my liking. I'm not sure what we've got here. It was a brooch, was a pin. Late 40s on that one. Looks Victorian. Absolutely not Victorian with that rollover. Hasn't been replaced, so that's original. I would say 1940s. Very cool Grecian or Roman helmet. Very cool. I really like this. This I want to salvage. So that I will put a pin stem in, and then I will put a pin mechanism across that. I'll set that out. I'm going to put that up top here. What is this little guy? or little gal. Boy, really damaged stones. Not much that we can do to save that. We could harvest those stones, but really not necessary. I'll take a look at that closer. And we could salvage the mechanisms. I could cut those off and use them for restoration on soft metal or spelter metal objects. From that time period. Some of the restorations I do, normal, well, I don't do anything normal. Who am I kidding? And I just can't stand the word normal, but usual I guess I don't want to say average, but the ordinary, that's even worse, right? Jeweler won't touch certain things, won't touch spelter, won't touch costume, won't touch rhinestones, won't solder next to stones, and I always have never I've never shied from the challenge of restorations that nobody else will do. That's a beautiful little sparrow, needs to be cleaned up, and a lot of these things should not be stored this way. Is this the mate to it? Boy, that sure does look like it might. Well, doesn't necessarily go, but that's kind of, those are beautiful. Could you imagine those on something that's been recreated? Whether you have a story there of these two birds in flight. Beautiful detail on those. Those are late 30s on those. This looks Victorian. Yeah, that's definitely Victorian. Needs to be cleaned up. Tube hinge would have been here. Simple rollover here. Simple C-clasp. And then brass with those rivets. Looks like gold-filled application in those riveted, faceted studs on the surface. Very beautiful. Almost Etruscan revival. That's like 1860, 1870. That could be restored and cleaned up. People always ask me, do a video on cleaning these things. No problem. I have, another 1,000 videos to get to. This is some sort of ivory. That should unscrew. I don't know exactly what this went to. Could be part of a pipe situation or a utensil, a tool, a handle. Definitely not a parasol handle on this, I don't think. Although, no, I wouldn't say parasol handle on that. Could be sewing related. I'll look at that. Oh, a little frozen Charlotte. Oh yeah, look at her. Look at how rigid. That looks like me on a first date. Face and all. Face, hair, and makeup. And then I wondered why I was single. So that's a frozen Charlotte. She's an older one. That's kind of cool. Yeah, she could be, she could be left alone and sold as is. I don't know why she's in here, but I could put her into some sort of little shadow box, or I could incorporate her into jewelry. I've done that before. Let's see. No, I don't think. Well, it sounds like chains. Let's see what we've got here. Nope. Steel? Steel something? Let's see here. Tin? It's not really a locket. Well, it won't open. Huh. No, it's supposed to open. Oh, here we go. We're in. We are golden. This is awesome. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. That could be gold. We'll have to check this one out. That could be a gold finding on the end. Yeah, according to the solder seam there and the engraving, that most certainly looks low carat gold. Yep, doesn't look gold filled to me. The gold people out there screaming, hey, that's gold. This is probably a gold filled. That looks gold filled. Let me put this here. Why am I screaming again? I know I am. Unexpected. Wish I wouldn't have opened this on camera. I'm just kidding. But I do sell a lot of these parts and components to other antique dealers because they're getting really hard to find. I do have more of these in another box that I had stashed years and years and years ago. I'm going to get into some of the boxes that I actually created over the years that weren't just found like this. That's just gold plated. Not worried about that. I will slow down because people probably say, hey, I think you're missing some of the gold pieces. Oh, I'm not missing them. Trust me. Oh, no. They won't get by me. This one definitely looks carat gold. The wear pattern, see how that's like really out of round here? That's got to be gold. Let me take a look with my loupe. Hold on. Let's put these here. Let's move this over and put these here. Boy, look at the dust on that one underneath. That tin one is even dustier. I think there's much older things in the other tin. Let's see here. Thank you again for your patience. Yeah, there's a worn out hallmark. And, oh, it is. It's signed 10 carat on the inside. So it's signed 10 carat down in there under all that oxidation. And then you can see that, let's go in on this. Look at the color of it. That's definitely a gold hook for sure. Absolutely not plated and not filled. So that's gold. So in weight alone, that's probably what, I don't know, almost 2 grams because it's that big. So what is that in 10 carat? I don't know, $80, or so, just in metal. And that hasp does work. That's a winner. Yeah, that I'm happy with. All right, we're going to stash that on the top of the box because I don't want to put it back in here. Well, this one might be as well. Let's take a quick peek here. I don't know on that one, but no, that looks more gold filled to me there, but it does oxidize by the solder seams. So I'm going to check that one out for gold as well. So a lot of people in the videos, they like scratch everything right away. No, I'm not going to scratch everything right away. I've done things differently for the last 30 years. And I said to someone, someone said, well, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the way you do everything. And I said, you don't have to. You don't have to. It's okay as long as we get to basically the same result. It's okay to be different. That's the way I excelled in this business, was by being different, and it sure helped sticking out in a crowd. I'll tell you that right now. Let's see how we get this baby back together. There we go. That's really a cool little heart-shaped box too. Oh, EM. I wonder who EM was. Probably had lithography or an advertising of some sort on that. Maybe that was like cough drops or something back in the day. Turn of the century, 1900-ish, Let's see. What is this green head? Besides broken off of something that's clearly Art Deco, Depression glass. We see it in amber, pink, clear, and green. So those are the most populous colors, I would say. That's beautiful. And then people would say, does she glow? And I'd say, I don't care, because I don't. That is really cool. Could you imagine if I made her like a mascot ring? If I created a bezel? Yeah, I would wear that as a ring. People are like, does it have to be a ring? No, it doesn't have to be. Is it gonna be? Probably. Yeah. I would totally rock that. Absolutely. What else are you going to do with her? Glue her onto a jewelry box and put like frilly lace around her head? I guess we could do that if we were crafty. I want to go high-end art. I want to go art bitch. So I want to go total art brute about it. Yeah, she's really cool. 1920s. You could tell by the two-part mold there. That's definitely 1920s. And other people would know exactly who made her, what glass company. I don't know. I think she's American. I can tell you that much. And maybe not. Maybe she's... What is this? Where was she hiding? Oh, there's a nickel. Too bad there's not a penny for... Oh, there is a penny for my thought. There's a rolled penny. I wonder what that says. We'll have to check that out. And sometimes, the darndest things like that. Years ago, these rolled pennies didn't sell. Now all of a sudden they sell. It's crazy. And then I have the encased pennies that are like in that, look how dirty my hands are getting. I have that, here we go, being a squirrel. I have those encased pennies in aluminum. Do you know I had a one that was shaped like a teddy bear? Like the aluminum on the outside was shaped like a teddy bear and had a penny on the inside, dated like 1939 or 1941, whatever it was dated. Do you know that I sold that darn thing for $380 on eBay? And I bought it at an estate sale for $1. And I was like, wow, how in the heck could I get, that much money out of aluminum and a penny? But it was rare because it was shaped like a teddy bear. And I still have quite a few of those encased, they call them encased cents. I called them encased pennies, but no fighting over that anyway. Zinc tin on the back, some sort of die-pressed brass. You could see that that's not hand-constructed. That's stamped by machine. But look at that lithograph on celluloid. That is clearly a lithograph on celluloid, almost a Gibson girl in a way. Very much so Gibson girl with the hair tied up like that and then accented with those yellow flowers. She's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with her. Yeah, she's a sell. She's a pull out and sell. She doesn't need to be in this box anymore because storing celluloid next to brass is not a good idea. Oh, the Mack truck dog. Cast in some sort of heavier aluminum or spelter. Boy, is he cool. Yeah, see, now that's cool. That's something that I would use in my art. I would definitely use that. That's just fantastic. So I guess on this one, 40s or 50s is my guess. I would guess more 50s on the construction. Oh, what a great bulldog that is. I hope you're enjoying the... let's zoom in on this. Let's get in a little bit closer. Let's zoom in and not have so much negative space. No one likes negative anything. Boy, I really am tired. If I seem off or irritated, it's because I'm tired. Sterling, and it's missing the Jesus, but I love this for a sterling silver rosary that's seemingly not complete. That's why it made it in here. Who's this guy? Where'd he come from? Huh. That's his expression right there. That was what he was thinking. Huh? Celluloid Victorian photograph. Real photograph. That needs to be fixed. That can't be used. It could go in a shadow box, I suppose. Brass. That's really interesting. I like his hair and I like his beard. That's a strapping fella. That's great. 1890 is my guess on that. Let's see here. Sterling silver on the rest of this. I don't know what's going on with the tangle. I don't know, but I need to find the Jesus portion to that. More wooden pieces. Oh, the acorns. Okay, so other people would throw all this wooden stuff away because they go, well, wooden stuff. Oh, I'm just gonna throw it out. No. No, there's. Oh, what is that? That's not wood. That's plastic. Hey, that looks like a face off of Selro jewelry. Selro, Selro. That might be one of the Selro faces. If I clean her up. Yeah, that could be from the 50s. That might fix a Selro piece that I have. What do you know? And I'm not just name dropping, but that's the company that was responsible for those. Without Google Lens and AI, look at me go. Pretending like I'm smart. Wood, that was a brooch with acorns and leaves. This goes with that. Yeah, this goes with this. It goes with that pin from earlier. Now I got all the acorns and leaves. Now I got to put that back together. What do we have here? What is all this stuff? Oh, a piece of mother of pearl that was an inlay off of something. Probably a calling card case. We can use that little gem. Let's see. Oh, hat pin top. Yep. An old hat pin top with that. It's a faux Persian turquoise. It's glass. But it was made to look like Persian turquoise. Real beautiful die-pressed brass. Needs to be cleaned. And people say, what do you use to clean the verdigris off of things? And I said, just a little bit of ketchup and a toothbrush. Leave ketchup on there for, maybe 15 minutes. Get it off of there, see if it takes it off. It will sometimes change the color of the metal. And then I just take like a little abrasive, almost like, not necessarily Comet cleanser, but just a small abrasive. And then I just rub the surface and then I rub all over it just to kind of clean it up. But yeah, ketchup will get that off of there. Some people use like vinegar and this and that. I've always just used ketchup, and that's it's totally acceptable because it's a natural material for cleaning. Capricorn. This is my my birth sign, and I do love this for bronze. I'm gonna keep that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Reminds me of Chase Brass, where my grandfather used to work. They made those kind of coins in the factory when the day was done. Oh, this is beautiful for a religious medal. I'm going to clean this up and keep this. Yeah, that's like late 30s. Yeah, late 30s into the 40s. Probably silver plated. Boy, is this stuff dirty. Look how much more we have to go. Look how much more we have to go. This is gold filled. And you can see that when people say about gold filled, a little lesson here. See all the wear to get down into that secondary material? Yeah, that's gold filled. You know, some people say rolled gold. We won't fight over that term just yet, but I'll get into the difference between gold filled and rolled gold. Here's the penny. And what does it say? It might be like the Lord's Prayer or something. Let's see here. What does this say? It says, yeah, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yeah, that's the Lord's Prayer rolled out on a penny. That's really cool. Those machines that, you know, you would roll those through at like the fairs and stuff, very popular now. This is bone. Yeah, that's bone. You can see the striations. That's bone. That's not ivory. That is absolutely bone. Let me make sure. I may have just made a mistake. That'll be my first mistake in 51 years of my life. Oh, you know, that has a possibility. I'm going to look at this closer under magnification. That's possibly ivory. I do see some cross-hatching here. Underneath here, I see the cross-hatching. That might be ivory. I'm going to check that out. Definitely has some age. The problem is, this is, I don't know, this is probably a lampshade pull. That's exactly what I think that is. The chain would go through here, a brass thing on the bottom, and then this would pull an old Art Deco style lamp. That's very nice. Hardware like that, getting harder and harder and harder to find. What is this little gem? Nope, it's glass. That is not jade. That is definitely glass. It was so funny. Someone in the previous video, it was hilarious. She was like, that one blue thing that you said was glass is turquoise. And I was like, oh, girl, you are out to lunch. So I didn't argue. I just deleted the comment and I blocked her. So yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just not having it. It's like, don't do that, you know. I know these things are in my hand, you know, and if I didn't know material, I would just go, hey, I don't know the material on this, you know. I would say for a fact, I don't know. I'm just trying to do these sorts because I do find it to be fascinating because it is about the discovery. A single Victorian cufflink with the lever back mechanism. Look how that still works 130 years later, 140 or 150 years later. That's pretty amazing. I hope the other one is in there, or it might be in the other box. I think this was used for people to say they're clock keys. I'm not sure on this one because this might be for a wind-up toy because it's the right size. Clock keys are slightly different. I won't argue over that. You can use it for either. This one is like a tusk out of one of those Japanese or Chinese elephant bronzes, that you always see, and they're always missing a tusk. So that's big money. To anyone else, that wouldn't be big bucks. Let's take a look at this. I think what I'm going to do is pause the video and move this other, here, I'm going to move this other box out. I'm going to pause this, and I want to go down farther into this box. Give me 1 second. Look at that. Stored away for how many, oh, look at the handle still works. Oh, I love this. We're going to get into this one the next time. Here, let's take a peek, though. Oh, yeah. We're getting into this one the next time. All right, this will be Monday's video. Monday or Wednesday next week. I think this will be Monday's video. All right, we're going to get into that one. Hold on, I'm going to pause the video and move that out. All right, so moving this one back in. Oh, look how cool this box is. Charles S. Higgins, Ornamental Brooklyn, New York for the box. And it has like a lithograph on the top. That might be older than I thought. No, I still go 18 something. Is this gold? Now I can see. All right, so let's take a look at these little parts. Let's move this up here. Oops, let's move this here. Let's just grab a handful and make this slightly easier. And I wanted to stay about 30 minutes, and I don't think I'm going to get there. Wow, is this loaded? Uh-oh. We might have to make this one. No, we're not going to make this 2 parts. I'm going to let you look in the bottom of this. Uh-oh. This is cool. Hold on. I'm going to hold a whole bunch in my hand. Oh, Victorian earring. What? With that crepe stone, which is glass? Uh-oh. If the other one is in here, that's a Victorian earring. Very hard to find and dirtier than dirty. I guess what I should have done is peeked in this box and cleaned everything and then did the video. So I didn't look so grubby by the end of it. A hat pin top. A faux pearl, that's cool. Some sort of award medal. Don't know what TV is, But, well, I know what TV is. I don't watch it anymore. Do you know, I was telling someone the other day, they said, how do you have the time to do what you do? And I said, because I don't watch TV, and I barely watch YouTube anymore. I just don't. But let's just say this. Do you know that my TV is deeper than it is wide? I think my TV is like 36 inches deep by 24 inches wide. And I'm not kidding. Ask Jeremy. He'll tell you. You ask Jeremy in any live feed that we do together, and he will tell you my TV is ridiculous. Oh, I like this for a sew-on. That's like ruby glass. I like that. Let's take a look at, we got a testy that one. Let's see here. A token, a bus token, a travel token. Oh, look at the little celluloid dogs. That's really cool for a little Cracker Jack charm. Okay, I think that pretty much does... Oh, this is cool for a watch fob chain for the end of it. That's cool. Does anyone else see anything they want to see? Ooh, a Norwegian enamel sterling silver earring. Definitely. I think it's Norway. It's at least Scandinavian for sure. I need a wet wipe. There's a nickel. Let's see here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of dirt in the bottom. Yeah, this is incredible for parts. Can you imagine how many things I can fix with all that? Now, let's look at this handful. Here we go. Let's look at this. This is an ivory piano key, so that is off of a piano. Very cool to have some of that for restoration. This is Victorian, but really damaged. But a lot of these, oh, here's another fob, like that toggle, Victorian on that one, gold filled. Oh, this is pretty. Don't know why that's in there, because I would guess that's fairly complete. Victorian sash pin, really kind of nice. Oh, a buckle. This would sell. Yeah, that would sell. I'm going to do a lot, I think, out of this box. Maybe I'll just bring a lot to the next sale to get some of these things sold and out there into the world. I hope there's more of that somewhere. And in the other box, see, I think, no, this is the same one. I'm going to set that Victorian earring out. And then hopefully the other one is in here. Mother of pearl cufflink or hat pin. Again, gold filled, not carat gold, which is okay. Stud, mother of pearl pin, needs to be cleaned up. Wow. Oh, this is kind of cool. Rhinestone from the late 30s. Yeah, late 30s into the 40s on that one. Nice, needs to be cleaned up. Don't know what that is besides a cool stone. That's definitely, is that aquamarine? That could possibly be aquamarine. It's possible. Yes, it is. Is it in the pale tourmaline family? No. That looks aquamarine. So I'll check this one. It might be ice jade as well. It's either aquamarine or ice jade. So we'll set that out to be tested. But look at all these little parts. Ooh, that cameo is cool. That's from a Juliana piece for sure. That's a D&E creation for Juliana. That would do an earring or a brooch. That little cameo is nice. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Needs some work, missing a ton of stones, needs to be cleaned up. A wonderful clasp. I always loved these fancy clasps. May not be complete. Oh, what is that? Is that some sort of pope or religious person or president of a company? That's lovely. Yeah, people like those little treasures, those little, even though you don't know the person, you just feel them. This is a great box, actually. I'm happy that I got this one as well. Not as good as the first one that I did on here, but boy, is this still pretty good. A lot of little sterling parts, too. That's sterling. This is carved and gold filled. So hopefully there's another one to that. If not, it'll be okay. There's a Victorian fob top. So that would have housed a mesh chain, and that would have clipped onto the top of the belt or the top of the sash or even a pocket. So that would have, or a vest that would have held the mesh fob style, and then the pocket watch maybe drop down off of that. Some sort of carved bone bead, more glass. Look at these little parts and components. And I did see some gold pieces. I did see a few things that I knew were gold. The top might be gold on that. So always check these because the top portion might be gold and then the bottom is gold filled. Look how dirty my hands are. That's a no-no, you know? And I've often told people, if you're afraid of getting dirty, don't go into the antique business. Don't do it. Uh-oh, I just dropped something on the floor. Don't go into the antique business. Let me see what I dropped. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Okay, got it. I'm glad I'm in, a frame of mind from today. I'll tell you, today was very successful. Today was a wonderful day of buying and selling, and I met some really incredible people down at the show. Jeremy had a magnificent time too, and he bought some really beautiful pieces today. What is this? See, this could be low carat gold and oxidized. I need to check that out. This is definitely gold filled for sure. You can tell by the metal, you can tell by the color and the solder seams and the wear pattern. So it's definitely gold filled for sure. Some of these findings might be gold, like where these were from hair work. That was from a hair work chain, Victorian. So that is, this might be, maybe that, no, that's not gold, not the way that's treated, but I'll check that just in case. Ooh, that pin's pretty. Victorian, 1880. Yeah, 1880s on that one with that glass. I don't know what this piece is, so I'll have to check that out. And a nut, because why not, right? A random nut. I do love these boxes, though, because I just do, because this has my attention. Yeah, wear pattern. I'm liking some of the things I see on this. Let's see if I see any secondary wear on the metal. I really don't. And these seams definitely seem to be gold. I'm going to have to check this. This is definitely... See, that's got my attention. And someone would say, well, it's heavily oxidized. Yeah. Yeah, gold does oxidize because it has, it's alloyed with other metals, i.e. copper. So sometimes, yeah, that, I don't know. That I'm going to check. That's definitely going to get checked out. So I know for sure. And then these end caps to the hair work chains. Well, my hands are officially disgusting, so that means it's time to go. We are going to call it for the night, but what I am going to do is I am going to I'm not going to get into that other box until I come back with all of you. So you know how I end this. I love you. I really do. I will say that the flood of new viewers has really inspired me greatly to continue all my educational videos. And I don't want to create memberships. They've been on me. YouTube's been on me about, create memberships to make more money for your channel. And it's just not for me. Anyways, I want to be here with you because I love you. And don't forget that. I feel that you're so important to me. I don't know. It's just, this journey has been magnificent. And all I can ask is that you hit the subscribe, you hit the like, and share me out to someone that you think would enjoy my channel. I love you because I do.